Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift Worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift Worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift Worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Hello, good evening and welcome, and good morning and good afternoon and whatever else. We are running live with Eddie, but I'm not going to talk to you for a bit because I'm going to go and talk to Eddie soon, and I need to set that up, so just bear with me while I talk to Eddie. It won't be for another 10 minutes yet or so, but I just need to set things up, so just bear with me. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, do let me know that you're there. I'm looking at chat, but there's no chat there at all. Oh, hello, Tina. Right, Tina's there. Okay, so we are on. Eddie looks like he's running in Italy today. Rihanna says YouTube is working. Thank you very much. And Ryan Perring says, Eddie is behind schedule. He's chatting a lot to each of them. It's been brilliant to follow. Sense Studio, hello. Okay, jolly good. Well, at some point, I might have to put a holding screen on because I need to access my computer, which has the Zwift program running on it. So I might have to put some screen on which doesn't show anything for a little while. We'll have to see. If you're watching on this channel, you won't see Eddie, but you should hear Eddie, hopefully. Actually, that's the point. You need to turn that down. Mute it. Mute it? Is that right? Yeah. Paul Schroeder, good afternoon. Oh, Eddie's having a break. Thank you. Eddie, pit stop. Okay. Paul Deering's running. D Little is running. Jolly good. Right. I need to log into the Zoom meeting. This is going to be hilarious to see if this all works, isn't it? And it's going to be a disaster if it goes wrong. So please do bear with me because you won't hear me talking for a little while, or you might. I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work, to be honest. Right, let me see if I can log on to the meeting. No. So it says start at 2:25, but host has another meeting in progress. So I just have to wait, I think. So yeah, I was going to do a half marathon, but it looks like I'm going to do a little bit more than a half marathon today because Eddie's at 17 kilometers. So we'll do as much we'll do the whole of the rest of the run today. So that's going to be 21, 20, 25, 26 kilometers. So we'll do all of the run. So that's going to take us till 6 p.m. tonight. So what is it now? 2:30. So another 3.5 hours of running. Ryan says he managed a few kilometers earlier. And be hopping on very soon. Clive Finnimore says, I will abandon ship shortly and jump on the treadmill. Okay, if you do, Clive, if I'm on the interview with Eddie and I can kind of flick to you guys on the Zwift course, I will mention you if I can. It depends what we're going to talk about. I don't know really if he's going to be asking me loads of questions or whether I don't know really how it's going to go, because he tends to like other people to ask him questions, doesn't he? So we'll just see what happens. That is if we actually even manage to get on. You might be too busy. Right. How long is this break going to take then? Let's see. I hope everybody's well. Paul Deering has 5 screens running, so he doesn't miss anything. Good grief. So Zwift on one screen, Eddie Izzard on the other, me on the other. What else have you got going on? Ryan Perring says, Eddie can talk and talk. Even you will struggle to get a word in. Oh my God. All right. Fingers crossed. Right, so just keep your eyes open. Tell me when. I'll watch as well, but we need to know when Eddie starts running again. I hope you've had a nice morning, everyone who's been running and watching. I've watched a little bit this morning, but I've had other stuff to do as well. Like taking my kids to school, which was a first. Seemed like ages since I've taken them to school, Christmas holidays and such like, and no doubt any minute now they'll suddenly cancel school opening as well, so they'll be at home for another 2 or 3 weeks. Thanks for the ride-ons, by the way, whoever's rocking. those, thank you. Andrew Jackson and Marquet, thank you very much for your ride-ons. So we're just waiting around, aren't we? We're just waiting around. Nice easy heart rate today. Keep it nice and slow, steady. Mind you, well, we'll just have to go at what pace Eddie's going, but he has been going nice and slow and steady. If you haven't been here, if you're watching for the first time, Eddie's been doing these marathons in 6 hours. So he's been starting at midday and running for 6 hours with a break every hour or so. When it gets a bit further into the run, he's taking a few more breaks, or he's doing some walking breaks. Scotland have just announced national lockdown, so you never know. By this afternoon, we might all go into a full national lockdown as well. So he's been taking... he's off again. Here we go. So he's been taking about 6 hours to do a full marathon. I did the first one with Eddie, but I've only done a half marathon the other day. No, we're slowing again. Hang on a minute. What's going on here? I did a half marathon the other day, and then yesterday, Victoria did a half marathon as well with Eddie. So I'm going to do a half today, or a bit more than a half. Right, there's Eddie in the pink shorts. Somebody said because of work commitments, because it's not the weekend anymore, it may well be that Eddie doesn't have quite so many people running with her over the next few days, so we need to try and make sure that we do support Eddie as much as possible in this. I'm just keeping myself on the main screen. I haven't got my playlist on, my screens playlist, scrolling through different screens, just because I may need to jump into this meeting any second now. I can just test something actually. So we've got that, and we've got that. Okay, that's good. That'll work. Let's try again with the meeting. No, not yet. Let's keep my eye on it. Right, Ryan Perring is getting changed and joining. Clive Finnimore hopefully will be joining soon as well. Paul Deering is already running with us. Eddie is at 17.5 kilometres now, almost 17.5 kilometres. Jeff Partridge says he jumped on and ran 5k with Eddie earlier. We'll hopefully do the same most days at lunchtime if he can. Good stuff. Oh, okay, I've just had a message to say they're running about 15 minutes behind schedule. Right, better just reply to this. Okay, so let's just carry on and keep going with Eddie until we get the call. Paul Deering, will I be doing the interview in Italian? No. Oh, actually, I'm going to turn some more lights on. Hang on. There we are. A bit brighter in here now. I should have gone to the loo in that break that Eddie just had. Well, yeah, but I might be better at Italian than English. Yeah, I'm rubbish at English, but maybe that's because I have, Italian roots or something. I mean, I don't, but, how are you to know? We've got Johannes Grimm, who is a 15-year-old runner, joined us. Van Hoek has joined us as well. Paul Schroeder is there. Scordia from Scotland is there. So we've got a nice little group. Debbie Colville says, Paul Deering, you've clearly got too much time on your hands. David Little says his foot pod dropped out. Have to catch up. I'm wondering at what point do I take my jumper off? Because I'm not warm, but it's not going to take long for it to warm up, is it? So yeah, if you're waiting to kind of watch the interview with Eddie Izzard, it's been delayed by about 15 minutes or so, maybe a bit more. It depends because Eddie's talking a lot. When we do the interview, you will not be able to see Eddie unless you're watching Eddie's stream. Now you might be able. I will put Eddie's sound on, but I won't have. We won't have Eddie's face on, Eddie's stream on, because basically I'm sending this stream to the Zoom meeting, and obviously if I put him on, we'll be basically sending him back to himself. So I don't want to do that. So you'll just hear Eddie's voice. Actually, I hope you don't get a double me coming back at you. That'd be annoying as well, wouldn't it? So, because I might come. No, you should be all right. I think you should be all right. I don't know how it's going to work, to be honest. Just have to see. Eddie's over 18k in now. I've done 1.5k. Tina Beard has both streams on. Ryan Perring says one of you is enough. Well, I'm hoping it's only going to be one of me. I'm sure you'll all let me know as soon as it happens if you get me doubling back at you. So you'll get me on my stream, but then you might get me doubling back on you on Eddie's stream as well, which would be an absolute pain in the backside. So I apologise if that happens in advance. JSPO Sport running with you today. Thanks, JSPO. Paul Deering has done nearly 2 kilometres. Van Hook has done nearly 2 kilometres. D. Liddle has done the whole thing, I think, with Eddie so far. 18 kilometres for Liddle. Well done to him. Or her. Hello, Johannes. Johannes is the Jojo on YouTube. That's Johannes Grimm. Nice to have you with us, Johannes. Oh no, Paul Deering. You're going to cost me so much money. Xander, hello to you. Kim Salt ran 5k with Eddie this morning.
Ride on!
The Alan, thanks for the ride on. You'll notice I also don't have the camera angles on. That's right, Leo. Yes, I will be doing all that. Leo says, Stephen, someone tells me you'll be giving tips to Eddie regarding marathon training and how to go about obtaining a marathon PB. He doesn't need any tips from me, that's for sure. And good afternoon as well.
Nice!
So we're going around the volcano circuit today, which is a change from the run path. Hopefully Eddie doesn't mind the bikes whizzing past. Marcus Holmes is with us. Hello, Marcus. Marcus has just joined. He's done 300 metres. Look at that. Tina Beard, 3 days of Zone 2 running. And my VO2 max has dropped on Garmin. That's because it doesn't understand VO2. It doesn't understand Zone 2 running. Hello, Marcus. Right, Marcus has decided that haggis equals super gross. John Crawford said good morning from Perth. So now, hang on a minute. Is it morning? It's Tuesday morning with you then. Tuesday morning in Perth. Monday afternoon here in the UK. On the south coast of the UK, it is very cold and a bit wet and a bit miserable. That's what January in the UK is all about. Okay, I think I'm getting ready to take my t-shirt off, to be honest. My jumper, rather. I think YouTube's working today, yes. But it might go off any minute, you never know. The chat might... Oh, actually, no, the chat shouldn't go off because there has been an update to the software today, which gave me a little bit of a scare earlier on. But yeah, there has been an update to the software. So hopefully, YouTube chat will stay on today. Kind of half hoping Eddie will have another break soon because I'm dying for the loo. So D Little has run the whole way. Who else has run the whole way? Somebody's on 21 kilometres up there. I don't know who that, oh, that's somebody on a bike. Not one of our lot. John Wondervold says, not too slow for you, Stephen? Well, do you know what? It does actually make the legs ache more, in a way, than running faster. Although, when you get off the treadmill, it doesn't take long to recover. So your legs actually aren't being taxed that much. It's just that when you are running, it does feel, it does feel a bit of an ache. Yeah, Andrew Usher, it is freezing today. Ryan Perring is on. Hello, Ryan. Lucio. Hello, Lucio. Leo says new treadmill is more or less sorted. Nice one. I'm trying to keep an eye on my emails to make sure that I know when this interview is happening. Kim Salt says Eddie stopped just outside the volcano about an hour ago. No, it's all right. I couldn't read it all, Leo. I got the first bit. I like the new hats. Yes, good. So I'm up to 3k now. Eddie Izzard is approaching 20 kilometres. Yes, Tour de Zwift starts today. So if you're not running with Eddie today, or if you want to do 2 runs today, join one of the Tour de Zwift events which start today. I will be leading some later in the month. There are some for brand new Zwifters. There are some events called rookie runs, and Tim Gross will be leading some of those. John Hancock, I think, as well, and I will be leading some. The ones I'm leading are later on in the month, though, and they're for newer runners who are just getting into Zwift and maybe feel a little bit intimidated by jumping right into a big group run first off. So right, Eddie slowed right down. Right, Eddie's having a quick break, so I might just really quickly jump to the toilet because I'm absolutely dying, so bear with me 2 seconds while I go to the loo. Right, I think we're on doing this meeting in a second. Okay. Please wait, the meeting host will let you in soon. So we just have to wait. So Eddie has stopped on 20 kilometres. So fingers crossed, we'll get to chat around about the time he starts running again. Okay, Paul Schroeder's got to go back to work. No worries, Paul. Take care, buddy. Clive Finnimore has joined. Hello, Clive. So you're seeing all the back end stuff here. You lot are lucky watching it on this stream because you're seeing all the back end stuff. I probably will. If I have to chat to some of the admin people, I am muting the Zoom meeting so that you can't hear what's going on. And then when we get to chat to Eddie, then I shall put the sound on for you. But yeah, on this stream, you'll only hear Eddie. You won't actually see Eddie. So if you want to see Eddie chatting to me, best go over to Eddie's stream. Oh, look. Hang on a minute. Hold on a minute. Let me get that out of the way. Right. Hold on. Okay. Can you hear me? Yeah, okay, good, that's good. You can't see me. Right, bear with. Oh, well that's a bit weird. Why can't you see me then? Should be on now. Is that on? Oh, hang on a minute. Hold on. There you go. Yeah. Right, hold on. If I put that on and then take this off. Hold on. The keyboard. Right, there we are. Okay. I think we're all right. Does that look good to you? Well, I'm streaming at the same time, so basically Eddie's got my stream in his stream. So I can switch between the Zwift screens if I want to show him anything from Zwift. I must keep an eye on Eddie so I don't miss him start running again. Yeah, no worries. Okay. I didn't run yesterday. I got my wife to run yesterday. So I ran the first full marathon, then I ran the half marathon the day after, and then my wife Victoria ran half with him yesterday, and I was commentating on the stream. And then today I'm doing the half again with him. I've done about 3k. I keep forgetting to say her rather than him. Ridiculous. Okay, yeah, I do worry about it though. I don't want to upset anybody or... Yeah. In fact, just turn that Yeah. I'm just going to talk to my viewers on my stream for 1 second, okay? Oh, we're on. Hello. I'm well, you? I think you've escaped from... I think you've gone a bit ahead of me now. I've been standing here waiting and you've started again, haven't you? I'll let you off. I'll just jog slowly behind for a bit. No, it's fine. I don't want to interrupt your rhythm. I'm going to do till the end with you, yeah. Yes. It's, well, yeah, it can be a bit of a nightmare, especially, the main thing is autocorrect, because you're typing quite quickly, trying to get a message out, and you don't check your autocorrect, so you'll press send and then just some gobbledygook comes out and it's ridiculous. It is a bit of a learned art, but there are some people much more skilled at it than I on Zwift, who can do it seemingly at the drop of a hat, but not me. People tell me to do that, but no, I haven't tried that. The other thing I've tried, because years and years ago when Zwift running started, we didn't have... What we've got is these kind of workout things which gives you automatic text to tell you what to do. And what I used to do was pre-program my text messages in, and then I just had to hit one button to send a particular text message. But I don't do that anymore either now. Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Did it work?
No, not too bad. Okay, here we go. Hello, everyone. Full stop. I'm running with Stephen Cousins at the moment. Full stop. And also a lot of other people. Full stop. Thanks for running with us. Full stop. Eddie. Oh. And you can see it just gone up.
Oh my God! Right, okay, yeah. Now that is excellent. The one problem I have with that is that I am also live streaming at the same time. So I'm talking to viewers, and isn't it odd then to kind of go to your phone, start talking to your phone, because then your viewers will go, what the hell's he doing?
Okay, well, just tell them what you're doing. It's about people listening to me on my live stream, and they can sense what you're saying. If you're doing a big general message,
yes.
I just say to your audience, I need to give a quick message to people on Zwift. Who are you talking to live streaming? Other Zwifters or people around the world, or what?
It tends to be a mixture of both, because what I tend to get is a lot of people who follow my stream who run with me at the same time. Well, much like it is happening with you now. I do a lot of group workouts and races, and a lot of people find it useful to listen to me talking them through the activity, whether if we're doing an interval session or kind of a particular workout, talking them through it and giving people encouragement as they go. So a lot of people tend to listen to my stream and do the run at the same time with me. But then there's plenty of other people on the stream who are just watching. Why on earth people want to watch a middle-aged bloke running on a treadmill in his shed in the south of England, I have no idea, but some people do. So
Well, I've also got this weird thing going on, which I'll show you, which is that I've got a baby iPad.
Oh yeah.
Velcro on the back. So I just whack it on with Velcro, and so when I tap the message button, my symbol for the microphone is quite large, and then I just talk into the thing, and it becomes like dictation you must have done at school.
Yeah.
Usually French dictation. What big you? And they would do this stuff, and you have to copy it down. But yeah, you just get. I've got more and more used to it. Doing it in a car as well. You can, or even on your headphones. I don't know if you like going through Samsung or something like that.
Yeah.
You can hit that button. It's quite useful for car driving. You're safer. And you go. Hi Steve. Hi Kenny. Are you Stephen or Steve?
Well, if I'm honest, I would prefer Stephen. But literally so many people call me Steve. I don't really care. I don't mind.
Yeah. Let me tell Steve Cousins sounds like you're a runner. Stephen Cousins sounds going through all these syllables.
Yeah, but I have delusions of grandeur. I like to think I'm far posher than I really am. So wow. Stephen sounds posher, you see.
And you're Stephen with a PH as well.
Yeah, yes.
They should have a silly fight, like a British bulldog or something, some sort of thing with tennis balls between the Steve and the Steve.
Yeah, but I don't know who it was. Some comedian. I don't think it was you. I'm pretty sure it wasn't you. Did a hilarious video or hilarious skit of people with different names all meeting up. So Geoff and Jeff, people like that, and Step Hen and Stephen, all meeting up and having conversation. It's very good.
Yeah. Well, I'm slightly adjusting my speed as I talk to you, but just so that.
Well, I can't actually see you at all, because if I bring you onto my screen, I will be showing you to my stream viewers, and you'll be doubling back. We'll be doubling back on streams, so it'd be a bit weird.
Oh.
How are you feeling anyway?
Well, the body is okay. The mind is getting stronger, and the legs would like to go to bed.
Yes.
But they're hanging in there. I love it. What am I? I'm over 3 hours. I'm over half the distance, 21k down.
Yeah.
And so it's this downhill slope in my mind of kilometers. When you get to 4, it's even better. When you get to 5, so I've took it up on that. But when I'm talking to someone like yourself, or if you're asking me questions, I'm asking you questions. It takes me right out to the left the tiredness.
I heard you saying that it's when you get to 10 marathons that you kind of feel you're into the swing of it.
Yeah.
When I started the first marathon with you, the last bit of the marathon, you were very tired, and I was saying to the guys on my stream, look, it's going to take him at least 4 or 5 marathons before he starts to settle into it, before he kind of feels like he's in a groove. But for you reckon it's about 10, do you?
It's a psychological thing. It could be 4 or 5, it could be quicker this time, but I allowed myself 10. The first one I did around the UK in 2009, it was 10. But certain things happened on the 10. I've just been back to where we used to live, in Skewen, in Swansea.
Yes.
Where my mum died. I sort of made peace with myself there.
Didn't you go to Northern Ireland as well?
Yes, went to everywhere.
Yeah.
And that was good to go back to such a positive, that was literally way in the way. But I think when I got my round to Skewen in Swansea, the family who used to live in the house, they came back and they welcomed me and they knew I was coming. And we had a chat. I stopped for a bit and I ran on. That's the thing I really liked for my old marathon. I've lost a bit. The ability to stop. If I met you, I can't stop there. You could run along a bit, but
yeah.
I met you in a field or something. What are you doing? I remember, I've said this thing, I might have heard me say, you love the running, I love the stopping.
I like stopping as well. You should do more trail marathons. Trail marathons are where it's at, because you're climbing big hills, got beautiful views. You can take as long as you want, and the aid stations are absolutely packed with every kind of delight you could imagine, apart from ice cream, perhaps, which won't keep. But yeah, trail marathons are where it's at, you see.
Now, hang on. So let's think that one a bit more. Because I immediately think, oh, there's uphills there, and I love the fact that a lot of marathons are on the flat. But you can take as long as you want. You mean there's no cut-off in the trail marathon?
Well, there are cut-offs, but they generally tend to be pretty generous, unless you're taking part in a kind of an elite race, you know, where they are wanting the best runners to participate. But you know, a lot of the race companies in the UK, I mean, trail running has absolutely exploded in the past 10 years, certainly over here in the UK, but all around the world. And there are a lot of new trail running companies, and they set up for beginners, they set up for people who've maybe done a marathon or two and want to go a little bit further. And so the cut-off times, either there aren't any at all, or they're very generous. They have to have some cut-off, because they can't have volunteers standing out in the dark till all hours, completely unpaid and freezing cold or whatever it might be. But yeah, I mean, it's a lovely life to be a trail runner, especially if you're travelling off to, you know, France and running in the Alps or whatever it might be. Beautiful.
I must say the views that one can see when I've been in the Lake District. I was running through Lake District, and that was wonderful. But the weird thing is I always run on my own, and I find it slightly. I find myself somewhat pressurized, or I feel the pressure if I run in an organized event, even though people are being supportive. They tend to think, oh, it's that fast guy, whereas I'm not that endless guy. So they say, come on, faster, catch up and see things that I can't. I like going off on my own, just measuring a distance, measuring half a marathon, run to a point and then come back.
Yeah.
I like doing that with just taking a taxi, a train somewhere, and running back a marathon.
So are you finding that running on the treadmill in that room there, I mean, you can wave to some people out of the window, can't you? But essentially, you're basically on your own in a room. And how are you coping with that?
Not brilliant. Sarah Johnson, my event manager, as well. We're both in the same bubble, safety bubble.
Yeah.
I can't report to her, and that's part of her thing. But people at the window, that's great. The group can up, and they can donate to the window. But sorry,
that's all right.
This is easier. Talking to someone like yourself in a Zoom call, it's easier.
Yeah.
Because I have to formulate my sentences, and the energy in doing that, whatever's going on, it just takes me out of my body. So even though I start panting, running out of breath.
Have you got any sense yet of whether, from a physical point of view, running on the treadmill is harder or easier than running outdoors?
Physically easier, mentally harder.
Okay. I mean, the thing is, when you're running outdoors, there's so much more to distract you, isn't there? And you will, I mean, you must have had, well, I know, because I've watched the documentaries, you have had people running alongside you and chatting with you, and you could stop and do interviews with people on the way. Whereas this is just a constant grind, isn't it?
It is, and you know, I'm running with people here. They're very nice. I suddenly hit the button and I'm stopping, and a lot of people are waiting around for me, which is nice. But I feel a pressure, like I gotta keep going for them.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I think the thing about Zwift is Zwift running is really growing a lot, but it's not as big as cycling on Zwift at the moment. And so actually, a lot of the people we run with, it's like being in a little running club, and I'm on first name terms with loads of the people who I run with. So it's like being with people, even though, you know, I've got people I would describe as almost close friends who live in Argentina, Australia, who I run with on Zwift almost every day. So if you can get that into your head that you are still running with people, and those people are there supporting you? I know that you're... Go on.
This is the slight problem. Running with someone doesn't actually help me. Talking to someone does.
Okay.
I found with Sarah or Tim, my physio, what I'll do when I'm out running and training is I just put the headphone on and I say, can I call you and can we have a chat about something? And it's actually the talking and putting my mind into, let's talk about humanity, cats, dogs, helicopters, whatever it is, any new ideas going, that takes me out of myself. Whereas if I'm running along with people but not talking to them, and I, I can do texting, but that's quite tricky, as we've discussed. What
about texting? So would it feel the same if you were texting people on the screen and they messaged back? Would that feel like talking, or is it different?
No, it's talking. It's real-time talking. I mean, if I could just go bang, like I tap that and I go, yeah, I thought about that comment, but I don't know. But I could get into dictating quite. I'm getting faster. You saw me do that one.
Yeah.
I can do it quite fast, and I can make a conversation like that. Even just what we're doing here, I could be dictating this, and if that was the only way.
Yeah.
But it's more engaging, I would say, to have an image of a person there. I can see your face. I know you're doing the same as me. So we're both a lot of our motor actions are sort of just repeating over and over. But when I'm talking to people sitting down, I can see them struggling to articulate things exactly how they want, or they're leaning back, or they're laughing, or they're finding no. They're talking about a rough time in their life, and so I can be with them and feel their emotions.
Okay.
And that it just lifts me out of my body.
So, see, what we're both getting at, a lot of comments actually about how can you talk and run at the same time? Don't you get out of breath? How much do you think because we've been listening to your story. You do talk constantly. How much do you think that is impacting your ability to run efficiently?
Well, interesting. I think I'm losing a bit of ability to run, but I'm gaining a lot of that kind of out of body feeling. So I'm not worrying, not thinking about my legs. So I'm losing a bit, but gaining a lot.
Yeah, I think that's right. I think the kind of physical ability that you lose by chatting away is kind of counteracted by the mental lift that you're getting from having that conversation, and especially if the conversation is taking you away from the pain of the running, or the thought, oh my God, I've still got 20k to go, or whatever it might be.
It's the grind. It's the grind. That's what it takes us out of. We go away from the grind, and it happened on the first day. Actually, no, it happened on training for this on a different. I was working in Toronto during tier 3 time, but I had a job of work out there, so I went through a lot of COVID-safe things to go and do that job of work, and I was at self-isolating for 14 days, and so I started training on the treadmill they put in the hotel room.
Yeah.
And I was talking to people from MHG, Make Humanity Great, who were helping get everything together. And I talked to them for an hour, I think.
Yeah.
And I just found that hour just went.
Yeah.
I thought, well, this is interesting. It tied in the fact that when I talked to Sarah on a headphone when I'm running down the Thames River, time could just breeze by, and it makes it so much easier.
Do you listen to music? If you run
podcasts, I thought I would. Before I did in 2009, which it turned out I didn't have any marathons. It was 43 in the end. I had a set list. It's going to be all these power songs, power ballads, and in the end I thought,
you're just an 80s guy, aren't you? Power ballads. How old are you?
Well, I don't know how to define them. A song that might get you going, including Chariots of Fire, which doesn't really work as an audio, but I did watch Chariots of Fire, the film, every other night for like 43, 50 days. But I found it's too dangerous on the A roads and B roads.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, I need to be, and I wanted to be aware. Sometimes I was running down a country lane, because I did that in the summer. We started in July, I think. July, August, going to September, what was it? Or August, anyway, it was somewhere, even though it rained a lot, it was a sort of more summery month. And sometimes I was going down, one of those B roads in the UK countryside where you've got, or they can happen anywhere in Europe actually.
Yeah.
The trees go to the top, and you have the sun coming through in a dappled way.
Oh, beautiful.
And I'd walk and I go, this is great. Even when I was coming down, I remember coming through forests in Cumbria, and I knew that the support group were 10 miles away, and there was no one there, just me. And I thought, this is great. I know that to get out of this, I have to run.
What was more dangerous, running on the A roads and the B roads in Scotland, or running in the dark in South Africa?
Well, when you say Scotland, I've got to say the whole of the UK, because everywhere was equally dangerous.
Really?
South Africa was fine. South Africa was great, but they talked about carjackings do happen, and because economically they're having a tough time, and they still haven't got things to the perfect place that Nelson Mandela would have liked to have got them. But
and you met him, didn't you?
I did meet him. So, but I just want to finish that point.
Yeah.
I ran in the Eastern Cape, very rural. It was all black South African citizens there, and they were very suspicious of me. But I would say Molo, which is Kosa.
Okay.
For hello, and as soon as I said hello in their own language, they were hello, and so some white guy with painted nails holding the South African flag, they thought I was okay after that, and I met just wonderful people who questioned me, what is going on here? Why are you running from people? Well, that is an excellent thing. And I saw little kids in the back of a taxi, anything that was a car was a taxi. Yeah. So I generally had wonderful times. I had one dangerous moment where a car came towards me at about 10 miles an hour, 10 kilometers an hour, very slow, maybe 5, so really slow. It's coming up, I'm running along the edge of the road, it's coming towards me, because you have to run into traffic if anyone's watching. If you're running on roads, always run into traffic so they can see you, you can see them. And I had a flag, and I was waving the flag, and he wouldn't move, but he kept on at this ridiculously slow speed.
Yeah.
And the security people went a bit, heavy on him. And I realized he was just stoned. He was stoned. He was a rural guy. He'd gotten, I don't know, he's taken something, and I'm having a bit of a tough time. And so if you can have a drink or a thing or take some substance, but I think he was stoned, and he continued on at 5 miles an hour down the road. So it wasn't dangerous. It was just a weird thing. So I felt, they encouraged me to be very careful in South Africa, but I felt very positive in South Africa. I don't know. I just thought, I thought I could talk about it, but probably that was me being naive.
Without wanting to say you can just go anywhere and do anything, a lot of places, certainly, people say, oh, you shouldn't go there, it's dangerous. And when you get there, actually, it's nowhere near as dangerous and nowhere near as bad as people have made out. I remember going to Kenya on holiday, and we went to a little village, and people were saying, oh, don't go there, they'll steal all your stuff. And I mean, they couldn't have been more happy and delighted to see us and be more welcoming, And my wife went to Russia, to St. Petersburg, at the turn of the fall of the communist government, and the oligarchs were starting to take over. And everyone said, oh, you're going on there on your own, 19-year-old girl going to St. Petersburg by herself. And she was fine. There we are.
Yeah, I would say anyone listening might think we're being naive here, but we're not.
Yeah.
Do listen to your instincts, though. Trust your instincts, and if it feels dodgy, then it probably is dodgy. But generally, there's more goodwill than ill will in the world. And if you go in with an open mind, an open face, an open hand,
I think so.
I think people will generally help you rather than block you. So,
I think I tend to try and go through life with an attitude of it. Nothing is ever going to be as bad as you think it might be, apart from maybe running a marathon. But
yeah, there is a rule of thumb, which is bad, and you might, someone listening might immediately block this and say, no, disagree with that, but bad news is never as bad as it seems to be in the first place.
Yeah.
Now, if you take some World War II Holocaust situation, you say, no, bloody well is. But in the end, maybe the point is you have to take positives out of the negatives. Some negatives are really horrendous, but you've got to find something. You have to train yourself to find a positive in the negatives, and that's what I do. I mean, being transgender, I've trained myself since back in '85. Find the positives in the negatives and work on them. Everything is an opportunity.
Absolutely. Yeah, I feel exactly the same way. I'd much rather try and look at the positive and the good things that you can find in a situation than wallow in the bad things and make everything feel worse for yourself and for the people around you as well.
Yeah, and it's I think some people are lucky enough because I think depression happens, and I could be medically way wrong at this, but I believe it's when the synapses in the brain, they're firing negatively.
Yeah.
And if you say, the sun is shining today, oh no, the sun is shining, I'm going to get sunburned. and you hit the negatives, but it's the thing that I think people suffer from. It could be medical, and probably the whole thing is medical, whether it's clinical depression or defined something else. But it's the synapses firing negatively. I've trained my synapses to fire positively.
Yeah.
Sometimes I get really pissed off, but I just relentlessly go in and find the opportunity, the positive opportunity out of the negative. And here we are. I mean, make humanity great again. There was a certain person who's just about to be history who came up with a different saying. And I wanted to include more people in my Make Humanity Great Again.
Yeah.
Humanity is 7.8 billion of it. And that seems more inclusive. So not nationalism, but reaching out across the world. So it's finding the positive out of the negative.
And just at that moment, I've managed to catch you up. So I'm now running alongside. I had slowed down because I thought the sound of my footsteps on the treadmill was a bit loud and I couldn't hear you very well. So I went slowly, but now I've got used to working out what you're saying. So I sped up a bit. So I've now caught you all up.
Now, what are you wearing? Because with a lot of people around, it's difficult to work out.
So you're right next to me in pink shorts and a blue t-shirt. And I've got a 2020 Zwift top on and a white headband.
Gotcha.
So that's yeah. And and Clive Finnemore is running with us. So Clive did the first 3 marathons with you.
Yeah, because Clive was in the morning, and he went away to work.
Yeah, he's worked today, and now he's skiving off. I bet he's supposed to be at work, and he's skiving off, and he's running another half marathon with you.
Well, David Little.
Is it David? Okay, David. Right, I didn't know David's name, but David Little's done the whole thing with you, yeah.
Yeah, David Little's matching me today. So, and Clive Finnemore, he had to go to work, so he said he would come back. So he must be back. I can't see him on the list.
Who was that? Sorry.
Oh, Clive, he's just above me, isn't he? He's got on 3.5, but he did some this morning. He said he would come back later.
Oh, okay. I was probably still in bed then.
Right. This is an interesting thing. I don't know if you've ever done multiple marathons, but when I first did it in the UK, I said I'll take a day off a week. So one day a week I took a day off. And I look forward to that day off like crazy. This day off.
You haven't got a day off in this one, have you?
Well, no, not ever since that one. South Africa didn't have day off. Europe in February didn't have day off.
Okay.
The virtual ones around the world. And
the most I've ever done is 3 in a row. So I've done one called the Jurassic Coast Challenge, which was 3 marathons in a row around the south of Cornwall and Devon. And then I've done the Atlantic Coast Challenge, which is the north coast of Cornwall and Devon, 3 marathons in a row. So, I mean,
you say in a row, 3 in 3 days, was that?
3 in 3 days, yes. But I did think to myself when all this was organised, I thought, shall I try and do all of them with Eddie? And certainly after the first one, I thought, blimey, that is tough going. I'm not sure I could do that. So hats off, absolutely hats off to you. But the other thing is, you do know what you're doing now, don't you?
Yeah, I didn't know what it was like on a treadmill, but as soon as we started, about half an hour in on the first day, I was going, get me people to talk to. That's what I want to say, but I want to finish this thing off about the days off.
Yeah, go.
I looked forward, and it was like my safety net was, mental safety net was, there's a day off coming just down the road. And then when I went to South Africa and I started that, I thought, there are no days off here. What the hell do I hold on to? And I just had to shift it and go, okay, at the end of each day, you will stop, you will have a meal, you can have a glass of wine, you can sleep, you can have a hot bath, and then you can get up the next morning. So that's what you look forward to. So now I just look forward to every evening, because as soon as I stop this, it's easier. And then the show is easier than the running, because I'm kind of warbling all over my mind in the show. I can talk about anything, even if I'm not. There's no audience.
So is it scripted at all?
Nope. I mean,
see, you're so one thing that you're so good at that. You're one of the very few comedians that I know who could literally walk onto a stage and pretty much make the show up as you go, and it would be funny. 80-90% of it would be funny.
Well, I'm not sure of that, because we have no audience here. So I know I can talk for an hour, because that first night was literally.
Well, I can talk for an hour. It wouldn't be funny. But,
no, I'm not sure if mine was funny. If I had a live audience there, I would have tailored things to pull. I'm sort of trained to pull the laughter out of people. Not out of a mainstream audience. The mainstream audiences will walk away from my shows going, "What is going on?" But out of a more hip and switched on audience. The last gig I sort of died at was a big televised gig. It was in London. Big audience. They'd been laughing all evening. I came on. I think that audience went, "Oh, we've heard of this person, but haven't seen them live." And I started talking about Julius Caesar. I said, "Julius Caesar, did he ever think he would end up as a salad?" And I said, "No." And then I went on to chicken. Now chicken Caesar eats Caesar salad. After all that, what he did, Caesar salad. Now chicken Caesar. Why is that? It's because he was advised by chickens in his military battles. And I had Mark Antony. He was going, "Mark Antony, what should I do?" So you got this chicken advisor, and the audience were they were politely laughing, but they weren't getting it. We're thinking, who's Julius Caesar? What's going on? Mark Antony, do you mean the singer Mark Antony? No, I mean the Roman general Mark Antony. And I was professional enough to leave gaps for laughter that didn't happen.
Oh, no.
No, it was good.
Oh, was it?
What happened? Yeah, because what happens if you're failing?
Yeah.
In front of any audience, you speed up. You speed up and you cut your punchlines. You keep thinking, "Oh, this one's dying."
Oh, okay. And that makes it worse.
Makes it way worse. Then you're just saying words. So I kept the punchlines in. I just killed in Reykjavik in Iceland the night before. I played 26 countries at that point. I knew this stuff was good. And it's a beautiful idea. I did the Battle of Alesia with Vercingetorix, and there's Caesar there, and there's Mark Antony, who's a chicken, and he's advising how to do the actual battle. I'm going through military tactics of creating 2 fortified walls, which is actually what he did. So it's a beautifully stupid but accurate idea.
Yes.
And if they don't get it, well, you're wrong. I know that I'm right. It's silly and kind of beautiful. And I said to my agent, "Can you just tell the producers to drop someone else's laughter on top of that?" And that's what they do. They just pick up laughter from another bit of the show, because it sounds the same in the room, and they fit it to it, and boom. And I know that Sarah watched it, my event manager, Sarah, she said, "It seemed pretty good to me."
Do you ever, you know that thing that Stuart Lee does? Do you ever do it where you half break character and you tell the audience that this is a good joke? You wait for this joke. This is the best joke of the set, or something like that. Do you ever do that?
I think Stuart's very good at that. He's got a very individual way. I did it. I don't tend to do that in particular. I do other things.
Yeah.
I did do that in Los Angeles. The first time I was playing LA. Now, the great Robin Williams, he was there. He'd bought what you do in LA. If you're a high-profile person, you buy a night of tickets and invite your friends.
You've gone really quiet, Eddie.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay. So in LA, if you're high profile person. He was actually producer on my show when I got to LA.
Okay.
He bought it was in a small, about 200 seat theater. He bought 200 seats and he invited his friends. So it's a great entree into, LA. Here's all these famous people sitting in front of you. And then who else? But Eric Idle also bought a night. So I had 2 nights like this with people like Steve Martin turning up. And
oh, wow.
I think Madonna was in one. Anyway, lots of crazy people, but no one was really laughing in the whole thing. I'd already done 4 months in New York and 5 weeks in San Francisco. I knew this stuff was good. And
Yeah.
they weren't laughing. So I would say, these are the jokes, guys. I'm going to wave when I get to the joke. And I think
Yes.
what was happening, I think they were looking at each other. Because when a lot of famous people get together, they tend to look at each other and go, oh, look, are they laughing at And also, the guy with the makeup on, is this what's now funny? And I was doing this very Python-esque stuff. And I had to tell them when it was funny. But then the show that I did won 2 Emmy Awards for writing and performing. So I knew it was good.
I'm just going to interrupt you 1 second. Your David Liddell is about to leave you because the battery's about to die on his device, I think. So he's just said goodbye to everybody.
All right. Thanks, David. I'm going to put a message out there.
How much, you've just mentioned Python then. And it sometimes confuses me about the American audience. Because you're big in the States as well. But I always, and I don't know if this is a popular thought, that American public in general don't really get silliness and don't really get kind of odd humour. But
let me tell you what it is. In every country has, because they talk about the British sense of humour. Yeah. But then if you Jim Davidson's British, Monty Python British.
Yes.
They are miles apart. So
of course.
Fact, it doesn't work. It's in fact, it's like saying rock and roll. You can have pop in any country. You can have more hard rock in any country, alternative rock in any country, and the alternative rock groups will play to the alternative rock audiences all around the world. If they play to a mainstream audience, like the Monkees were supported by Jimi Hendrix in his very early days. Yeah. And the kids watching the Monkees hated Jimi Hendrix, whereas Jimi Hendrix was a genius.
Yes.
And children were fooled. So that's it. If I get in front of the wrong audience, I just have to look out for the alternative audience. So Robin Williams' audience, they would dig my stuff. Yeah. Any of the alternative, anyone, Ben Stiller didn't do stand-up, but any one of those guys who do great comedy, any of the Saturday Night Live audience, big program, been going for decades in America. Any of the audience that gets that stuff, they get my stuff. But the mainstream audience, mainstream Britain, as I just proved, doesn't get me. Mainstream Russia won't get me. Mainstream America, China, Venezuela, they just won't, because they want jokes which are much more, hey, look at these pop stars, or look at this politician, or what's going on this TV program.
You're mainstream UK, come on.
No, I am alternative, but I'm sort of crossover. I have a high profile, but if you check my audience out, you'll find it is not mainstream. They won't put my stuff on BBC One or ITV1.
Everyone is going to laugh at Cake or Death. Everyone is going to laugh at Control P Print, aren't they? Come on. They must do.
I told you about the thing about chicken Caesar salad. They did not laugh.
Well, they need their heads looking at then. There's something wrong with people.
But you must admit, you can see where I'm going. I'm going to this weird place where I'm talking about a battle, and if you're a mainstream audience, you're going, is that a real battle? Who's versing Getrick? Have you read Asterix? No, he was a great Gaulish chief. Mark Antony, the singer? No, the general. If they don't get the references, and I'm not going to slow down for them, then I leave some people behind.
Ryan Perring, who's running with us, just texted Death Star Canteen.
Yes, Death Star Canteen was very nice, and that's what I'm trying to do in my evening gigs. I'm trying to remix it, but it was a number of my pieces are performance pieces. They're ones that I find every night. I had one about the fundamentalists, Church of England fundamentalists. I said, we can't do it. In the old days, we did. The Protestant guys who became Church of England, they were burning Catholics at the stake, and the Catholics were burning Protestants at the stake. So that was the equivalent of the hellishness, that medieval period that sometimes still exists in the world. But modern Church of England, they're just kind of sweet people who try to help, And if you say Church of England fundamentalists, what would
Yeah.
that be? I had this guy going, yeah, cake or death. It's all about, having cake and tea and stuff and village parties, village fetes. It's like cake or death. And everyone was going, cake, please. Cake. Okay, have a piece of cake. This is your choice. You want cake or death? Go for cake as well. Yes. Okay. Cake. Then the third person. Okay. Yep. Cake. We're gonna run out of cake at this point. And then there's no cake, and then someone has to choose or death. And it says, that's not a choice.
Oh dear. I saw the Control P print thing live. I've seen you a couple of times. One was many years ago, and that was the Control P print.
Yeah.
Well, that was hilarious. And another time I saw you in London about, 5 or 6 years ago, and you kind of messaged on Twitter to say you're doing this pop-up gig in about like a day, 24 hours away, in this little tiny place. And I shouted at you, and you shouted back, I think. I can't remember what we said though.
What we shouted on Twitter or on...
No, because it was a tiny place. You were warming up material for a tour, I think, or something, and you did this little pop-up gig, and we managed to get tickets.
Yeah, I do love doing pop-up gigs. That is a lot of fun.
Somebody's asking. Sorry, carry on.
No, I love playing Hollywood Bowl, and I love playing, 50 to 100 seaters. But yeah, tell me the question.
Somebody on my stream is asking, have you ever thought, would you ever like to do 50 marathons in 50 states in the US?
Nope.
No. Have you any? Because I know, right, you're this thing that you're doing.
I better fill this in. I've already played 50 performances in 50 states.
Oh, have you?
But yes, I've played every single state in America.
Wow.
Including Mississippi and Alabama, who you think, well, they're not going to be into you.
Yeah.
But there's groovy people in everywhere.
Every state.
Even in the southern states where you think they might be slightly more, leaning a different way. But it's not, I try and tailor things. I'm very positive on Europe. I know half the country says, oh, let's go away.
Yeah.
And half the country, and I'm very positive and proud British citizen, European citizen. I'm not leaving. It's our continent. I want it back.
I'm still confused by that. It's been 4 years and I'm confused. But there we are.
10 more people in the most recent poll wanted to stay rather than leave. So anyway,
yeah,
it's going to go on as an argument.
It is what it is.
But I'm looking for making even stronger connections. So that's why running Europe now, honoring to run Europe virtually, and running Rome today with all pictures of Rome behind me. I choose them that way. There's a human political thing underneath what I do. When I ran around the UK, that was saying we are 3 countries and 1 province, but we are all United Kingdom. So that's why I ran with different flags. In South Africa, it was a salute to Nelson Mandela. 27 years comes out without prejudice, and everyone in the world saluted him except for a few right-wing politicians.
I mean, I always like to think of myself as a citizen of the world, and I hate this kind of shrinking of where are my people? Should we? I live in Sussex, so should we put a border around Sussex and say you can only come in if you're Sussex born and bred, and Sussex jobs for Sussex people? Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line where you say this is where I live and you're not allowed in? It's the whole world is where you're allowed in, surely.
That is the mindset. I'm a world citizen as well, and that is why I'm encouraging, and I think you're encouraging people to make the connections around the world. You're running with people from all around the world every day on Zwift. It's a beautiful thing. I think Zwift has a banner headline which is "One Zwift for All" or something like that.
Yes.
Which is great, and I'm from Sussex, Eastbourne and Bexhill.
That's right, of course you are. Yes, of course.
Grandma born in one and granddad born in the other one, but we were 20,000 people 200,000 years ago. We're now 7.8 billion. If we don't make it work between all of us, it's not going to work. Human beings are not guaranteed an endless life on this planet.
No.
And that's why I want to make it work, and that's what I'm constantly pushing for. So I'll just keep fighting. I'm a fighter. And I think you're a fighter. You wouldn't be doing what you're doing if you weren't a fighter.
I think that, I love running outside, but running on Zwift means that I am meeting people. We've got Kay Jordan from India, we've got Drax from Spain, from France, we've got Chris Loskis from Greece there, Usher from Scotland, Pantelis from Greece, Opezzo from Italy, all on the screen. And I'm running with them now, and I can chat to those people and say hi and talk about things and find common ground.
Yes, so many. Yeah, what you got on your Zwift is nearby. I must have the same people there, and it is so.
Yes, yeah. Well, I've just got it on the screen. I've just put it up now. There you go.
Yeah, it's great.
I was going to say, yes. So your project is about raising money for. You've got a variety of charities that you're going to donate to, but from a running perspective, do you have any running goals?
No, not really. I want to do things. Well, there's a health thing that I get back, a kickback for myself.
Yeah.
If I do this, I want to be match fit for life. That's my motto. Well, I have a few mottos probably, but match fit for life is one of them. All wild animals are match fit.
Do you enjoy running?
At times.
Why are you doing this, Eddie? Why are you doing this? Stop now.
No, Stephen, it's got to be a struggle. It's got to be a struggle, otherwise people don't give a monkeys. And if people give a monkeys, then they go, well, if that idiot's going to do that and keep going, and they can see that I'm out of breath. And they know, you said yourself, you're a great runner, an experienced runner, and you said, shall I do every marathon that Eddie's going to do? And you
no, thank you. Well, I mean, I know that because I started running marathons 10 years ago or so, and I started raising money for charity and going around asking for donations and stuff. But the thing is, you do one marathon, then you do another and another and another, and eventually people go, well, why should I donate money? Because you do a marathon every week. How is that a challenge? So then, of course, you've got to up your game then, you see.
Yeah, I'm always upping my game. So even though I only did 27 in South Africa, rather than 43, I took no days off.
Yeah.
And it was at temperatures up to 41
It
degrees.
was hot, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So that was I was just staggering through the first 10. But then, and I had to go to hospital on day 5 and day 6. But we got it done, double marathon on the last day. And was beautiful. And you mentioned you'd do another marathon. Well, in the end, I dropped a marathon. And I thought, well, I could do bit by bit, a little bit of a marathon, add it on. No, let's just do a double marathon the last day. Go all in, like on the poker table. Go all in and see if I can run at 7.5 kilometers an hour for 11 hours. And that's how long it took me, Lil.
Were you... So when you were running around the UK and when you were in South Africa, you have Tim with you, and you've got his physio expertise. I presume you're not seeing him now. I mean, apart from on the stream.
He's coming on the stream, yeah. But he does. Sarah, who's road manager, tour manager, and event manager here, she can take instructions from Tim. Tim says, "Give him this."
Okay.
Give her this. Yes, pronouns. I'm loose with my pronouns now. And so I get the food coming in, and we get sponsors for hydration, and then I do water, mix it with water, and sometimes I eat water. So we get there in the end, and I have sports dogs.
Talking about that, we should do a little snack break in a minute as well.
Yes. So in 5 minutes, Stephen.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop for a break, and then I could talk to new guests at 4 o'clock. They're piling up the guests now.
Yeah.
Right, but it's been wonderful talking to you, and it's great. Everyone, as you say, the people with the different flags here that are coming along. It is just a wonderful thing.
It is amazing.
I just feel we're all. If you've travelled, I've travelled. I know that you tend to think, well, this country, it's only a developing country, so they're not very clever there. That's just bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely.
There's very smart people there, very progressive people. There's some very negative people. There are smart, bad people. There's the complete panoply in every country, and it's sort of handed out equally in percentages. So it doesn't matter how big or small in population. So it seems to be equally handed out, the progressives and the regressives. And then there's a lot of people in the middle who will float around. So,
well, listen, Eddie, keep doing what you're doing. You know it's a mental battle. Still a little way to go, but me and the rest of the gang at Zwift, we will be with you pretty much every day, everyone through it, as much as we can. Are you getting? You know, you and I have a mutual friend, Martin Yelling. You know that, don't you?
Yes. Well, Martin's almost my twin. He was born 7th of February 1972, and I was born 7th of February 1962. So we're date twins, kind of thing. It's like we're exactly 10 years apart.
Well, it's our fault. See, he heard from you saying this crazy idea, and he said, I know somebody who runs on Zwift. Let me just message Stephen. So off he pops with a message to me, and then you were on your way to running these 31 on Zwift. So it's
linking up around the world.
Yeah.
And you know that more and more of this is going to happen. In the end, we're going to have little holograms of people running alongside you, next to you, and that will be great. Such positive things can come out of communication.
Absolutely.
So it's beautiful, and do tell everyone on the 31st. That'll be the big day.
Oh, we will have a ton of people joining you, Eddie, for the last one.
Yeah. That'd be great.
Awesome.
Going over the finish line. It'd be nice if one thing, I don't know how plugged into Zwift you are. We're fairly plugged in, obviously, to get it going. But it'd be nice at the end of the marathon to be able to pull a lever and have something go off. You know, just like.
The guys at Zwift HQ have got 29 days to program something in.
Yes, for a big finish thing.
Yeah.
Because when I finish my goal, do I get confetti, or how does confetti happen?
Well, you would have confetti is if you set yourself a goal for the day or for the week. So you could set yourself a daily target. And that could be a marathon for the day. So when you click up 42.2 on the last day, you'll get a load of confetti.
All right, so today I've had 42.2 up, and it's up on my screen. You probably can't see it,
so that's your target. So just next to your heart rate there on the right-hand side of your heart rate is that plus sign that says add a target. So you've added 42.2 kilometers there. That counts down, and when it gets to the end, you get your confetti.
Yeah, and I should say to anyone watching on Zwift, you can't get to 42.2k. You have to go actually to
26. I know, yeah.
And then you have to hit the rocker button, because you'll see miles or kilometers. You rock it up to kilometers, come back, it'll still say miles.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, as long as you're in kilometers, it'll show kilometers.
Do you like counting down or not?
Yes, I love it. It's my
okay, because I've been putting a lot of texts on the screen saying only 10k to go, 9k to go, park run to go.
But they're so small on my screen, and I'm talking to people here. I unfortunately.
I know. No, we're fully aware of that. We are waffling on text on the screen quite a lot of the time, but we know that you're chatting to people, so you can't see it. But we forgive you that. It's absolutely fine.
Excellent. All right. Well, you've got to try that thing. Either gaffer tape or something on your phone to the machine so that you can do it, or just do it there and hit that microphone button. Try doing it. A dictated text. Tell the audience you're going to do one.
Okay.
And then it comes
okay. I will. We're learning all the time.
Learning all the time. That's the way. That's the way forward. All righty. Thanks. So
okay,
much.
Eddie.
I'll no doubt see you again. I will probably see you again, and we'll talk more.
Yes. Well, we should have a joint chat with Martin on the stream at some point towards the end.
All righty. Take care.
Take care, Eddie. Bye-bye.
Ciao. As they say in Italy. All righty. Slowing down.
Hi, Stephen. That was brilliant. Thank you.
No worries.
You kept him occupied for nearly a full hour, which is exactly what we want.
Hey, we got 7 kilometers done then, and I didn't even see them go by. So that's good, isn't it?
No, and he'll say the same thing. I mean, if we can work out a way to get more of the runners on where it doesn't get too complicated, then let's have a look.
Yeah, I mean, I run on a Friday. We have this video 5k race, and I get everybody who wants to put their phones, their laptops up by their treadmill and have themselves in a Zoom meeting running, and then I bring them into the stream. But it takes a bit of doing.
The pretty thing is you can't see it like this. You don't finish talking the thing, but you just need 2 or 3 people.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got 29 days to maybe work these things out.
Sure. Well,
So much.
no worries. Take care. See you. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.
Amy, I'm jumping on the.
Okay, we're done, guys. That's the meeting. That's the chat over with. I hope it came across okay on my stream. I had to fiddle with it. I know a lot of you thought the music was too loud and stuff like that. I'm just going to go in and get a drink, if you don't mind. I'll turn the music back up a bit now as well. I'm just going to get a drink, and then I'll be out to run the rest with Eddie when he's back up and running as well. I might have to catch him up again. But I hope you enjoyed that, and we may well do that again or something similar with Eddie towards the end of his project. Right, bear with me 2 minutes. I'll go just and get a drink. Victoria's going to make me a latte and bring me some food out, so that's nice of her, isn't it? Okay, Paul Deering says that was awesome, well done. Kim Salt says... Right, Victoria says, who can talk the most, Eddie or Stephen? And Kim says, I call it a tie. Very good. Andrew Turnbull Kirk says, that was great. Paul Schroeder says, super show. Great stuff. Stephen says, Jason Mitchell. Paul Schroeder, nice one. I was having a little nightmare because it took me the wrong way. Well, I went really slowly to have to try and catch up. Do you know what, Marcus, I haven't got any mince pies left. We need to go to the shop and buy some mince pies, but I am getting a latte. And some food, but I don't know. It may not be a mince pie. It probably won't be a mince pie. Wanda Archer says, how neat was that? Yeah, it was. I enjoyed it. It was good fun. Good fun. Xander says, how do you measure, in miles or kilometres? Kilometres mostly, to be honest with you, Xander. Okay, there we are. Right, so I'll just wait for my drink to arrive. We'll get the playlist back up and running. Thank you, Clive. So we're just waiting now. Eddie is having another little break, and then he's got another guest on his stream, but we'll just carry on. I'm going to... So my voice doesn't go, I might be a little bit quieter now, chatting to you guys. Adam Koffler says, nice job, Stephen. I couldn't run and talk. There was some, I couldn't read them all out, but there were some funny messages coming up on the text. Thank you, guys. Sorry, Chris. Sussex Geezer asked, has he ever been to Canada? And I didn't ask that. I didn't get a chance to ask that. We have an espresso machine, Marcus. We do have an espresso machine, so I can get nice, fresh coffee espresso lattes. Louis says, I have a treadmill coming in February. Nice one, that's good. Andrew Cutmore says, great interview. Lucho says, be right back to lunchtime. No problem, Lucho. Okay, just waiting for Eddie to start now. Somebody says caught the end. Oh, Clara says caught the end. Great job, Stephen. Thank you very much. So Eddie is on 26.8 kilometers now. So, you know, not, what, 11k to go, 12k to go? Oh, no, it's more than that, isn't it? Because I'm doing about 25k, aren't I? About 15k to go then. George Oxley says, best plan for a below 20-minute 5k. I don't think so, not at the moment. Oh, I need to drop some ride-ons, don't I? I haven't done that today yet. Let's do that now. Where are we? We're over at the volcano. There we are. I'll drop some more ride-ons in a bit. Yeah, right. Kim Salt says, try the push to chat. Eddie really wanted you to use it. Yeah, I'll give it a go. I will try it. Okay. Just I'm old. I just do things the way I do things. Right, Eddie's started again. We're off. I don't want to get too far ahead. Let's just let him catch up. Paul Hayward says, get that Velcro. Your tech skills should stretch to that. Okay. No, I'm not doing it now, okay? I'll do it later, another time. I'm not doing it now. Right, Eddie's just walking it out for a minute. So we're up to 27, just under 27 kilometres now. Marcus says, I can't imagine talking as much as Eddie does while running. It would tire me out quickly. Yeah, well, I asked him that, didn't I? You know, doesn't it tire you out? And he said basically the mental lift that it gives you outweighs the physical drain on your body. So he would rather talk to take the kind of pain of running away. Right, so my wife has bought me a latte. There are no mince pies left, unfortunately. So we have Skittles and Jaffa cakes. But no doubt, the look on my wife's face, she's going to go to the co-op and buy some more mince pies. No, she says. Okay. Right, we're off again. We have 15k to go. So Jaffa cakes, Skittles and latte to eat. Thank you for all the ride-ons that are dropping, by the way. Right, Eddie is at 27k now. Unfortunately, David... Oh, what was his surname? David Liddle was running the entire thing and unfortunately had to go because his pod died or something died. His device died or something. He didn't have a charger for it. So that is a shame, because that would have been good if he'd managed to do the whole thing with Eddie. So no one, I don't think anyone is managing to do the whole thing with Eddie today. I don't know how far Clive is going to do, but probably, I imagine Clive's going to try and do to the end today. Oh. Right, see, Paul Schroeder says, I've been trying the little button for run in the park, but it gets the wrong words at times, and then you delete, and it then takes even longer. Yeah, well, that's what I worry about as well. Okay, Clive is going to be running to the end. So I managed to get a mention in for Clive and a mention in for Ryan Perring. And I named a few other people next to their flags, didn't I? But I'm sorry if you were hoping I might get your name in and I didn't. Apologies. Kim Salt wants Eddie to have a chat with Clive. Well, I think Clive would have to do a few more of the full marathons. But they are on first name terms now, Eddie and Clive. So I don't see any reason why not. but he's going to have to skive off work. Marcus says, I was surprised you didn't give a shout out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guy. There's a guy on YouTube who calls himself 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I should have done, shouldn't I? I think even Eddie would have got, she would have been confused by that. So where are we running today? Italy. Where about are we running? Which town are we running in Italy? Does anybody know? Rome. Okay, Ryan, thank you. So we're running through Rome today virtually. Each of Eddie's marathons are in a different country, virtually. I know we're running on Zwift, but yeah, we're running virtually in different cities, in different countries for every marathon. Eddie has pictures of those countries up on screens behind him on his stream, her stream. Oh dear, I am so rubbish at this. It's absolutely embarrassing. Okay. Oh, right. When he said I knew he'd said Gabby. I didn't realise it was actually Gabby Logan. Yeah, Gabby must be intimidated by the quality of our interview. From an old bloke in a shed to Gabby Logan, eh? What's that all about? Oh, dear. Hilarious. I'm just going to have some of my coffee. Adam's laughing as well now. Adam Koffler is on 7.6. Adam, are you planning to do any more of the full marathons or half marathons? Oh, well, you will be doing a half marathon today, won't you? Somebody's suggesting that Clive runs backwards and forwards faster pace to try and make up the distance to do the full marathon. I'm now at 11k, so I've got... Well, I think we've got about 14 kilometres left to do. Look, you can see my food there. Jaffa cakes and Skittles. Bottom left of your screen there. Adam says, what pace? Well, this pace, 7.5. Oh, you mean to catch, if Clive was to catch up? Don't even think about it, Ryan. I'm not doing it. Sub 3 pace, yeah. Yeah, 1.5 hours, yeah, of course. It would almost be sub 3 pace, wouldn't it, to try and catch up? It'd be faster than that, wouldn't it? You've got to do more than... Oh, hang on a minute. My maths is failing me. I've got no idea. Clive's at 8 kilometres. If he was to have to do 42, that's another 32 kilometres, 34 kilometres to do in an hour and a half. 34 kilometres in an hour and a half. It's not going to happen. It's way faster than sub 3. Oh yes, Jason, absolutely. I think we have to get together a massive group of people to run the entire full 6 hours with him on the 31st. Fingers crossed he gets there. I mean, you never know about injuries and things like that might happen. Right, Ryan says, I've got this. Go for it, Ryan. Well, you've got less to do. You've done 10.8 kilometres. So let's say you've done 11 kilometres. So you've only got 31 kilometres to do, so 19 miles in an hour and a half. No, hang on a minute. It's 16:10. You've got an hour. You've got an hour and 50 minutes. You've got an hour and 50 minutes to do 19 miles. Eddie is at 28k now. Right, on the Zwift companion app, where's the button to do a voice message then? Oh, there it is. Nearly at 28 kilometers. Delete. Oh, no, how do you go back to keyboard? Oh, I see. Right, okay. Right. We're now at 28 kilometers, not far to go. Yeah, that worked. Oh, now it's said that that worked. And now it said that that worked. So I have to cancel all that now. Oh, there's lots of that works going on. It's ridiculous. It's quick to type it. Over 28 kilometers now. Keep going, Eddie. Actually, that is a bit easier when you get it right. You've just got to get it right, haven't you? Oh, Clive did 5k at the start. Of course he did. Okay, well, off you go then, boys. Ryan Perring says, how long is a lap of this route? I've no idea. I have no idea. What route are we actually doing? Is it the volcano circuit? Hello, Shaw. Hello, Mr. Shaw. How are you today? Oh no! Look, you see? Type it. Shaw. Oh, this is pathetic. I'm trying to use it. Look, you've all told me to use it. I'm trying, okay? Louis says, I'm now watching you as I do my bike. What fun entertainment. George Oxley says, sour Skittles are the best. I do like sour Skittles. I like sour sweets, actually. A lot. Paul Deering is on 11.9, nearly 12k now. I'm not far off 12k. I'm trying to do voice to text, but I don't seem to be able to get it right. That one wasn't too bad though. This is the stupid thing, right? I'm talking into the mic and into the mic of the phone to do the text. So you all hear what I'm going to type before it goes to them. And it all sounds a bit silly. I suppose I just have to do what Eddie said and tell you that that's what I'm going to do. It is amusing me. Yes, Adam, it is via the companion app. Just slow down a bit. Let's have some more coffee. Right, look, if you are new here, you're wondering what on earth is going on. I suppose I better explain, haven't I? I am a little bit converted, Paul. Yeah, it's just remembering to do it, I think, is the thing. So this is Zwift, and we are running in a virtual world called Watopia. and it's a virtual game, a virtual running and cycling app that you can use to run with people all over the world, live and in real time. And we are running currently with Eddie Izzard, British comedian, and established British comedian of many years, in fact. And many people around the world also know Eddie. And Eddie is doing a challenge of 31 marathons in 31 days. And this is day number 4. Eddie is running in a blue top and pink shorts with a little ponytail. My wife was very annoyed to see that Eddie had a longer ponytail than she did yesterday. Oh yeah, that is true. Paul says when I hold my phone, whether I'm typing or speaking, they can still see me doing it. So that's fair enough, yes. Yes, so Eddie is on a marathon number 4 of her 31, raising money for a variety of different charities, as she always does. This is not a new thing for Eddie. Eddie has done marathons all over the world, multiple day marathons all over the world, and she knows what she's doing when it comes to this kind of thing. And we're 28.8k in. Well, Eddie is 28.8k in. A full marathon is 42.2 kilometres or 26.2 miles. So we have about 13 kilometres left to run on day 4. Eddie is also streaming live, so if you want to go and watch Eddie's stream, he's currently interviewing sports commentator Gabby Logan. I think, are they still doing that? I don't know. On her stream, and that is over at Eddie Izzard's Facebook page, also on YouTube, and also on Eddie Izzard's website, eddieIzzard.com. Eddie is also doing a live stand-up show after every marathon. So this marathon should finish in about an hour and a half. So we've got an hour and a half more running. And then Eddie has an hour's break. And then at 7 p.m. UK time, Eddie does a live stand-up show. Now, it's £11. Obviously, that money is going into the charity pot as well. So it's 11 UK pounds to see Eddie's live show after the marathon. It's 1 marathon a day and 1 live stand-up show a day. So go and pay your £11. And even if it's not funny, because Eddie was quite adamant that it isn't necessarily going to be funny. It's just going to be him waffling for an hour. But it's all for a good cause. It doesn't really matter. It's just a bit of fun. So go and join that later on this evening, or later on today, wherever you are in the world. If you're watching in the USA, or if you're watching in Australia, it's daytime in Australia now, isn't it? On Tuesday. And I'm up to 12.5 kilometres now, and I have Skittles, green, yellow, orange and red Skittles, and 3 Jaffa cakes. They're not biscuits, they are cakes. Why? Because if you leave a biscuit out, it goes soft. If you leave a cake out, it goes hard. And Jaffa cakes go hard if you leave them out. That's the answer. There's no getting away from it. I'm hoping we haven't been cut off from Facebook. I've just realised I probably should have changed the music. Oh no, we're all right. Andrew Usher has just been brought a coffee by his other half as well, so that's good. Andrew is on 11.2 kilometres just up ahead from Scotland. And S. Shaw, who is on 1.6k. Shaw did, I think, the full marathon with Eddie on the first day. With me. And Clive. Matt Renshaw, hello Matt. Hello Matt. I'm enjoying learning how to use the text to chat feature. There are some hilarious results. Italian Village, yeah, we're running, so this is the Italian run, running through Rome, but we are now actually running through the Italian Village, Paul Haywood says. Quite correct. Oh, we've got a bit ahead, have we? Or is it Eddie stop? No, he's there. Sometimes when I look at the screen, like, names disappear and I can't see them, even though they're right there. It's so easy to get set up with Zwift Running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod like the Zwift Pod or the Stride, but you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over. What's going on there? Why didn't it stay on for the whole thing? Weird. Right, 13 kilometres done now for me. Good stuff. So, I have 8k, no that can't be right, not 8k left surely. 5 and 7, 12k left. So Matt Renshaw has just joined us. He is on 700 metres now. Clara Davies is on... Oh, she just disappeared off the top of the screen. Let me speed up a bit. Chris, Sussex geezer, is on 8.8 kilometres. Paul Haywood is on 10.4 kilometres. Clara is on 4.1 kilometres. Zwift Sloths. Clive Finnimore is on 9.8. We are mixing with the cyclists today. Clive says his heart rate is all wrong. Yeah, 169 is not correct, is it? Not for this pace for you, Clive. I'm on 110 My heart rate's 110 at the moment, so you're probably around about there, to be fair. Louis says he's going to use the Run Smart treadmill sensor for his runs. Nice one. I'm not a massive fan of the Run, but I know a lot of people love it, so... Steve Smith says, keep up the great work, everybody. Thank you, Steve. Adam says it normally settles down for him on the wrist. I often find that it doesn't for me, though. Or it might settle down for a bit and then it'll jump up again. Interesting. Jason Mitchell says, I thought it should, but it didn't keep me on the same route earlier. Yeah, it should do. If you've clicked to run with Eddie, it should keep you on the same route as Eddie. Unless you're like me and you press a button by accident and it sends you off the wrong way. I mean, you know, you never know, you might have just pressed something by accident. Take the rest of January off, says Clara to Clive. Chris says his RA is only 102. Good grief. That's more like it, Clive. 114 is good.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
Oh, same happened to Paul Schroeder. Okay. Yeah, see, right, if you're in a group event, if you're in a workout or a race, it will automatically keep you on the same route. But all you have to do is press one button by accident, without even knowing it maybe, and you could go off the wrong route. Adam says, Stephen and Clive, you are robots. It's just, yeah, you just keep doing running and your heart rate comes down. Yeah, Clive is top of the mileage leaderboard for these runs. That is probably correct. I don't know if Marcus Holmes has got anything to say about that. How many miles have you done so far this month, Marcus? Paul Schroeder says he's never planned to do a full marathon on Zwift, but could be tempted on the last day with everyone. Paul Deering says, is the music a little low after the interview? Yes. Well, I wasn't sure where it was before. Is it quite... Yeah, do you want it louder? I can put it back up to where it was. I think it is a little bit quieter than it was. Oh dear, Boris is making an announcement tonight at 8 o'clock. Oh well. That's us in lockdown for the rest of the month. Do you want me to turn it up, Paul? Right, Marcus Holmes is averaging around 12 miles a day at the moment. Okay, so I think Clive does win this month so far then, because Clive has done 3 marathons this week. Hang on a minute, what date are we on? 4th, yes. He's done 3 marathons and he's going to do a half today. So Clive is winning the distance at the moment. Louis, probably increased restrictions, Louis. Andrew Usher is up for the full marathon on the last day as well. Nice one. Paul Schroeder, everyone is going to be told to stay at home and stay on Zwift. Yes. Marcus agrees. Clive is definitely winning at the moment. Chris Sussex Geezer says, I hope to do my first Zwift marathon on the 31st of January with Eddie. So we are only 4 days in, but we are already talking about trying to get a lot of people together for the last day to do a full marathon with Eddie Izzard on the final day. And that would be amazing. Right, 30 kilometres, nearly 30, not far off, 31 actually for Eddie now. $14K up for me, hour and 51 minutes. Right, Clara's off. Thank you, Clara. Take care. Thanks for joining, Clara. Take care. No. No. Oh, yeah, take care. Yeah, that's right. I'm sure it said Sarah. When I first spoke into it, it said Sarah. And then it changed to Clara. That was interesting. Okay, we are at 31 kilometres now for Eddie. 31 kilometres, 12 to go. Let's just wait. $11 to go, not 12. Maths was never my strong point. 11 kilometres to go. Chris, yeah. And now, right, see, I said point, and it did a full stop. I said P-O-I-N-T, and it did a full stop. And full stop did a full stop. Oh, I can't be bothered to type all that. Okay, David Bannister, I've been doing daily half marathons for 10 days rather than full marathons, as I could not survive 6 hours on the treadmill every day. No, you're quite correct. It's a tough ask, isn't it? I'm making sure that I do sub 2 or sub 2 equivalent flat pace when doing the hills to make it a bit more of a challenge. We'll try for 31, then we'll join Eddie for the final full-length marathon. Nice one, David. Excellent. So if we can get as many people as possible doing that full marathon, that'd be awesome.
Ride on!
James, thank you for the ride on. So nice and comfy. Still, heart rate 114, 113, 111. Changing constantly. but we are comfortable at 14.5 kilometres in, 1 hour 55 minutes. And is this Julian Washington Bridge? I think we're crossing Julian Washington Bridge, named after one of the original Zwifters. Yeah, come on Louis, you can join us. Full marathon on Zwift, why not? Right, we might be coming up to another break. I don't know. What time is it? Oh no, probably about 20, maybe 20 minutes before another break yet. Oh, what's your one problem? Stephen Smith, good evening to you. Yes, film my run 500 tomorrow morning, 9:35 UK time. Yes, film my run 500 tomorrow morning, 9:35 UK time. Come and join me for a 500 metre climb. (9:35 UK time). See you. Oh dear. How do, David? I don't know if David Taylor is a cyclist or a runner, but says how do up there. Oh no, Louis says his treadmill doesn't come until February. Okay, fair enough. Paul Haywood is on 12 kilometres. Adam Koffler is on 11.4. Eddie is on 31.5 now. Clive Finnemore 11.5. Faradas is on 2 kilometres. Adam says only if you can pay my life insurance. Come on, it's nice and slow. It's nice and slow, low heart rate running. It doesn't have to be 12%, just as high as your treadmill will go will do. Actually, when you want to say something quite straightforward, but it's quite long, the text to chat thing is good, isn't it? Because that would take me ages to type all that. Have a look in the companion app to join the run. "15 kilometres done for me now, just under 2 hours. Oh, so we're on the chili pepper route. Okay. So this is the chili pepper route. So it's a bit of the run path and round the volcano as well. If you're not used to 12%, it can be a bit of a calf killer. No. 2 hours done. Tina Beard, hello Tina. Hi Tina, welcome aboard. Okay, I'm getting well into this text chat feature now. I wonder if I start talking and keep waffling, how much text can I actually manage to fit on the screen? I can go on for hours and hours and hours if I want to, so I wonder how much I could actually fit on. Well, clearly that much. And more, probably. It might be time for another Jaffa cake in a minute. Right, we're up to 207 ride-ons. Thank you so much, guys. Amazing. Where are we? Let me give a load of ride-ons. It's all Eddie's fault. If he hadn't told me about it, I wouldn't be doing it. Ryan Perring, I'm now in the volcano. Catching a lap is tough. Right, so Ryan Perring's actually running a whole lap to try and catch up with us. You nut job. "32 kilometres in now, 10k left." Hi from the Cornwall Massive. Tina Beard says this dictation is good. Load of ride-ons dropping again. Edwards, thanks for the ride-on.
Ride on!
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
Yeah, Eddie's a Zwift expert now. He's better than all of us. More ride-ons dropping. There's a ton of us now, isn't there? Brilliant. Look at this. Ah, it's just a ride-on rain shower. Lucho is back. Last 10k. Yeah, we're in the last 10k now. Marcus Holmes has finally found us. He says he got lost. No, that's not right. Welcome back, Marcus. Bayliss is my 212th ride-on of the day. Thank you, Bayliss. Heaven knows how many ride-ons Eddie's getting. He's got to get over 1,000 for some of these, hasn't he? Marcus is glad to be back. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Guy. Hello, Guy. Guy should be with a capital G, of course. How do you do that in Zwift? How do you do that in voice to text chat? Oh, I don't know, Marcus. So Marcus Holmes says, how many ride-ons did I get for the 100 miler that I did? I'd have to search back and have a look. I can't remember. I don't think it was more than 300. I think it was 300 and something. So not, there are just more people on Zwift now. So there are more people to hand out ride-ons. And of course, this is quite a big event. Lots of people watching Eddie's stream, and lots of people on Zwift know about the event. Not necessarily loads of people watching my stream, but I think we're getting more ride-ons because of that. Michael Hasser, thanks for the ride-on.
Ride on!
Hi, Matthias. Matthias Toppink is with us as well. Hi, Mateus. Oh, wrong. I've sent it to you, Marcus, instead of the whole lot of people. Hi, Matthias. John Hepplewhite is going to jump on in a few minutes as well. Good stuff. So I'm at 16 kilometres now.
You suck!
Well, thanks very much. That's not very nice, is it? Actually, the music is a lot quieter, isn't it? Should I turn the music up to match the? I didn't get a reply from Paul Deering about whether I should put the music up or not. Anybody think the music is too quiet, or should I leave it where it is? Because you know where I normally, if you're a regular listener or watcher, you know where I normally have the music, and it is a bit quieter. I did turn it down when we did the interview with Eddie. So I don't know whether you want it back up again or not. And Marcus says, Mattis is a nice name, he'll take it. I sent a message to the group, but accidentally sent it to Marcus Holmes instead of the whole group. Okay, Tina reckons we should have the music louder. Louis, take care, buddy. Thanks for joining me. Right, we are definitely counting down now. I've turned the music up again to its normal level. Eddie Izzard is on 32.9. We are getting close to 33 kilometres. There'll be 9k left. So another marathon is about to hit the dust. We're going to finish in about an hour, I'd have thought. No, less than an hour, 50 minutes. Eddie wants to finish at 6. Oh, hang on a minute, I'm looking at the wrong time. Yeah, so in about an hour. Yeah. Lost Packets on Twitch says how he's new here. Hello, nice to have you with us. Right, it depends. You can either wear a foot pod on your shoe, and that foot pod will send your speed into the Zwift game, or you have a smart treadmill like this one in front of me here, and this treadmill sends direct Bluetooth signal of speed direct into Zwift. Or you can. There are lots of other things. You can have a treadmill sensor which sticks on the back of your treadmill and measures the belt speed, and that sends a Bluetooth signal into Zwift to measure how fast the belt is going, so that tells you how fast you're moving. So there are lots of different ways to get your speed into Zwift. If you're interested, I should just play you this little... It's so easy to get set up with Zwift Running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod, like the Zwift Pod or the Stride. But you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world. Clive Finnemore says work was cut short. Yeah, of course it was. Who by? You, obviously. Oh no, who buys? Clive says, work was cut short, yeah. By you, Clive. No worries, Lost Packets. Over on Twitch. And Clive on Twitch says, lots of chat on the companion app today. Yeah, lots of chat going on. It's because we've all been encouraged to use text to chat more often. Chat to text more often on our phones, which kind of makes it a bit easier. Certainly easier to send massive long messages. Right, 33.4 kilometres for Eddie now. So we are slowly ticking off those kilometres. We are getting there. Paul Haywood is on nearly 14 kilometres. Adam Koffler is on 13.4 kilometres. Brownlee, not one of the famous Brownlee brothers, is on 5 kilometres. Andrew Usher is on 15.3, Matthias Topping 1.4 kilometres. Truong from the USA 1.9, nearly 2 kilometres. Sussex Geezer, Chris is on just lost him, he's just gone off the screen. Here he is, 12.4 kilometres for Chris. It's difficult to keep track sometimes because there's a lot of cyclists passing by, so sometimes get a bit confused. Bamford is on 2.8 kilometres. Shaw has gone off the top of the screen as well. Shaw is on 5.8 kilometres. I just need to catch up with the back of the pack. Victoria, if you're watching, can I have your phone charger? Because my phone is about to die. Please, thank you very much. I'm hoping that Eddie will have to stop for a break in about 5 minutes, and then I can maybe go and get the charger if Victoria isn't listening. He normally stops for a break around the top of the hour, so that's in about 5 minutes' time. But we'll see what happens. Here we go, up to 17 kilometres for me now. Tangvig, thanks for the ride on. Oh, Eddie stopped. Right, 5 minutes. There we go. Okay, so we're stopping. Eddie will get off, go to the loo, maybe have a drink of something. Ryan Downey says, hello everyone, looking great, Eddie. Yeah, he's doing all right, he's doing okay. Marathon number 4, and things sound all right. We have, 8.5k to go, 8 and a bit k to go. Right, do excuse me, I'm just going to use the loo and find a charging cable for my phone. Right, Mrs. C is going to bring me out some a charging cable and something else to drink. Cold drink this time. Still got lovely latte left. And so we're just waiting for Eddie to start again. Any questions, do pop them in the chat. Thank you for everyone for popping in and asking questions when they feel the need to. I am here, I am running nice and slowly, so I can chat to you guys if you want to pop stuff in the chat. I'm watching Twitch chat, YouTube chat and Facebook chat. So there's that. Andrew Cutmore says he's just about to start Tour de Zwift Stage 1. Yes, by the way, Tour de Zwift starts today. So if you're not doing any of the marathon runs with Eddie, jump on the Tour de Zwift runs because they start today. A run in every world of Zwift. So not just Watopia, but Harrogate, New York, Richmond, Virginia, London. Where else have we got? France, Paris. So there'll be runs in those countries, in those worlds. There are also some rookie runs. If you're new to Zwift and you're a bit nervous about diving straight into a group run, we are organising some rookie runs. The first one of them is later on tonight, which is going to be led by Tim Gross, who is a regular. You should all know who Tim Gross is, but if you don't, he's been on Zwift since the beginning, and is a regular run leader and ambassador for Zwift, and he will be leading one of those rookie runs to try and help you into Zwift, give you a gentle start into the Tour de Zwift. I've now shoved a load of Skittles in my mouth, so I'm going to chew those up. Heart rate doesn't seem to want to connect again. Get back, see if heart rate will connect. That's not the one I want. I want the Bluetooth one. Not connecting. Now this will be interesting. Should I go to the Bluetooth settings? Do that thing we do. Bluetooth off. Bluetooth on. Unpair. 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 Pair. No, it's not there, is it? My run. That should be alright. I don't know why we haven't got... There it is. Okay, good. Right, Eddie will be running now, won't he? No, Clive's still standing there, so... We're not off yet. Eddie's on 33.7. So another 300 metres. Or another 500 metres. And then we're only 8k to go. It is 42.2. Thank you for the riders that are dropping. Johnny Noblet from Zwift HQ. Thank you, Johnny.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
ZHQ there, Zwift HQ. Thanks, Johnny. Right, Tina says I might do tonight, so Tina might jump on for Zwift's Tour de Zwift Stage 1 tonight. Tina Beard was going to only do 5k, but yeah, and we're off. 10k it is. Oh, I'm not moving. Oh, that is so annoying. Right, I'm going to have to catch them up. I need to turn the treadmill off. Sometimes happens when we restart Bluetooth. Right, let's go to the menu, go to the pairing screen. Let's disconnect here and then we reconnect. And there it is. Hopefully it will come back immediately and we'll be all right. Let's go. Yep, so we're on. Not far to catch them up. We'll be all right. Melon J, hello and happy Marathon Monday. Thank you, Melon. Hope you're well.
Nice.
Jeff Partridge is about to join us. Hello, Jeff. Come on, get a move on, Jeff. Right, it's 5 o'clock, 4 minutes past 5 on the south coast of the UK here. Monday evening on the 4th of January 2021. And I am running a half marathon. It'll turn out to be a bit more than a half marathon with Eddie Izzard, who is doing 31 marathons in 31 days. Obviously raising money for charity. You can go to his website, eddyizzard.com, to donate, and also to watch his live comedy stand-up show, which he's doing tonight and every night after the marathon, 7 p.m. UK time. You have to pay to get in to watch it, but all that money goes to the charity causes that he's raising money for, so it's worth it. Even if you just do one of them, there are 31 stand-up shows. And even if you only do one of them, that's fine. But also, jump onto Zwift and come and run a marathon, or a half marathon, or a 10k with Eddie Izzard. during these 31 days.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
Simon Funnell, thank you. Simon Funnell, one of the distance record holders on Zwift, has run many, many thousands of miles on Zwift. Further than me. Actually, where am I up to? I'm going to have a look at my stats. Have a look at how far I've run on Zwift. (5,628 kilometres). So by the end of today, it'll be 5,650 or so kilometres on Zwift. So we're edging closer to 6,000 kilometres run on Zwift. Heart rate is 110, and Eddie is on 34.4 kilometres now. And we've got Jeff with us. Ultra phenomenon Jeff is with us. Oh, Ryan Perring has nearly caught up. Nice one, Ryan. We did have a little break, Ryan. I thought he'd like that, Jeff. Good to have you here, Jeff. Variant of COVID. Oh dear. Jeff Partridge is definitely a variant of COVID. You have to speak very clearly for the chat to text thing to work. Accurate, thanks for the ride on. Right, I am approaching 18 kilometres now. And I don't know how many times we've been around the volcano circuit on the chili pepper route. But this seems like about the 4th, 5th or 6th time we've been round now. Well, none intended. None intended. Well, maybe a little bit. But we know you're man enough to take it. I am enjoying this. Oh, pace change, yeah. I've noticed. Right, we've gone ahead. slow down a bit. There we go. Good spot, Clive. Yeah, Adam says good spot. Coffee. Spilling coffee down my front. Oh, and I'm on the big screen as well. Just as I do that, just as I spill coffee down my front, I'm on the big screen. Right. See, this is what I thought. Ryan Downey says, this is weird listening to you do chat to text. I told my good friend Eddie Izzard, I told him that it would be weird talking to my phone whilst you guys are listening. Would anybody believe me? No. Well, there, the proof is in the pudding and the eating of. Inside the mind of cousins. Wesley, hello, buddy.
You suck.
No, I pressed the wrong button. You do not suck, Wesley. I pressed the wrong button. Oh dear, I'm so sorry. What an idiot. And now my buttons have gone off. I've had a static thing on my buttons and they've all gone off. Well, one side has gone off. That's annoying. I always worry about this because I don't want to touch anything in case my stream gets stuck, which has happened before. Oh my god! Wesley says 11,500 riders in Tour de Zwift Stage 1. You see, running is growing on Zwift. But cycling is just massive, isn't it? 11,500 cyclists. Wesley, I'm sorry. Oh dear. Apparently 11,500 cyclists have just broken Zwift's Tour de Zwift Stage 1. Number 11,500 cyclists. No. Oh yes, please. Thank you. Thank you. Right, where are you off to? Okay. How did you guys have a good day at school? No. Well, when I was little, we would have been sent home for that. What, toughed it out in the cold? No, if the heating went at our school, we would have been sent home. Jeff Partridge has just bitten the bullet and ordered a new mill. Apart from he's bitten the billet. I think treadmill, yeah. Nice. A new windmill, Jeff. Are you saying you've ordered a new windmill? My best mate Eddie is going to be so proud of me now for doing this chat to text business. Ryan Downey says it's a classic. Is that a classic that 11,500 cyclists have broken Zwift? Or is it a classic that I've just pressed the wrong button and told Wesley Hyatt that he sucks? Oh, now I've stopped. Why have I stopped now? Okay, I've had another Bluetooth dropout, unfortunately. Yeah, Victoria's cut out as well the other night. So right, let's try and get back on it here. I have to No, it's to do with Windows, I think. Well, I think it is. I think Windows, something's happened to Windows recently where it just drops the Bluetooth signal, because if you turn it off and then back on again, it should connect up again and start going. Let's just unpair everything and then repair it all. So there's the My Run. Fingers crossed that works, and then heart rate monitor. Fingers crossed that works. Looks like it's all right. Good thing. Oh, Zwift is broken. Blimey. Well, it seems okay here. I'm going again now, so I'll just catch up with the guys. It may be just broken for cyclists. Yeah, classic that I hit the wrong button. I know. Right. Jeff Partridge's Treadmill is arriving in mid-February. I'll be alright. Yeah, it's only a half marathon. I've only got 7k to go, 6k to go. So we'll be fine. Right, let's catch the guys up. We're a bit far behind now. Yeah, so one set of buttons. Make voice to chat great again. Yeah. Jeff Partridge can see my hat in game. Good. I'm missing Kathy's donuts. Oh, Kathy, for goodness sake. Spelt all wrong. That is not a euphemism. Kathy says she woke up late. I've just been talking about you, Kathy. Or is that why you've commented? Because you've just heard me mention your name. Passing donuts, thank you, Kathy. Tina Beard says, my husband is cooking dinner again. Tina, you're going to make me look bad. Please stop. You are going to make me look bad. Do not tell Victoria that your husband is cooking dinner, and certainly not again. As you may well know, the last time I cooked dinner for my wife was about 10 years ago, so please don't make me feel any worse than I already do. Although I don't feel that bad, to be honest with you. She likes cooking. She loves cooking. And she's far better at it than I am. I mean, why do something if you're terrible at it, just, for the sake of it? I've bought her a few... Exactly. Ryan, exactly. Better than poisoning her.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
So we're back on the run path now. So we've turned off the old road. We were running on one of the oldest roads in Watopia. Well, the oldest road in Watopia. We're now on the run path. So no bikes are allowed on this bit. So if you want to cover the entire Watopia roads, you have to, well, you could bike most of it and then run the run bits, but you would have to do some running because cyclists are not allowed on here. John Hepplewhite is with us. Hello, John. Right, let's see how text to chat does with the word Hepplewhite. Hepplewhite in the house. Hi, John. 1.7 kilometres for John. So actually, he's been here a few minutes. Who needs pace partners when you've got Eddie Izzard? 23k in. $39.8. Ryan Perring thinks I've nicked his phrase. Right, final Jaffa cake is going in the mouth. Jason Mitchell is on 4 kilometres. Adam Koffler, 19.8 kilometres. Andrew Usher, 21.7. Who else have we got? John Hepplewhite is on nearly 2 kilometres. Sussex Geezer, 18.8 kilometres. Jay Aubrey, hello Jay Aubrey, on 1.1 kilometres. Jeff Partridge on 5.5 kilometres. Eddie Izzard has hit 40k. So I've been running for 3 hours. It is 17:52. So Eddie will want to get these last 2 kilometres done just before 6 p.m. if he can. She can, sorry. We're nearly there. Come on, Eddie. Let's get this done. Exactly how I feel, Ryan. I did the first one, the first full marathon with Eddie. 31 of them, no thank you, no thank you. That is hard. And Eddie deserves all the plaudits, all the kudos for doing 31 of these. I mean, the half marathon is taxing enough. But 31 full marathons, 6 hours every day for 31 days. That is just madness. Okay, we're at 291, 292 maybe ride-ons. Let's see if we can get to 300 ride-ons. If there's 9 more people out there, 9 more people watching the stream, 8 more people watching the stream who haven't dropped me a ride-on, if you can spare just a moment to drop me a ride-on and get to 300 ride-ons, that'd be awesome. Thank you, guys. Andrew Usher has had 2 long days on the treadmill. Yeah, it's hard, isn't it? It's hard work. Yeah, so if you are watching, 8 more ride-ons would be very much appreciated just to get to 300. It's a nice little round number, isn't it, to get to? So if you can, please, that'd be awesome. Thank you. Ah, Victoria, look, I can't believe my wife hasn't given me a ride-on until now. That is ridiculous. Where have you been, Mrs. C? And don't say cooking my dinner, because I know you haven't. Right, here comes Dax the other way. 23.6 kilometres for me, 20.3 kilometres for Clive Finnimore. Ryan Perring is now on 31.1. Tina Beard is on 8.4 kilometres. Wolfpack is on 0.9, nearly a kilometre. Hello Dax, says Tina Beard. Andrew Usher, 22.2 kilometres. Johannes Grimm is on 2k. And Eddie Izzard is on 40.5 kilometres. We are getting there, guys, we are getting there. Not long now, just another 10 minutes and we'll be finished. So Eddie does like to finish before 6, but we're not going to quite do that. Yeah, 5 to 6. So Eddie's going to finish at about 5 past 6, I would have thought. Oh dear. Apparently, I don't know if you're watching Eddie's stream, but Eddie thinks there's something wrong with her shoe, apparently. Something's fallen off it. I don't know what. I'm not watching it either, guys, but if you are, you'll know more than me. That's what my wife says. Darren Van Dit, hello, buddy.
Nice.
Just got back from my run, and a run-on has been sent, thank you. So I'm up to 295 now. Thank you, Jay Bart.
Ride on.
For that ride-on. So I just need 5 more before the end of the stream, which would be awesome. Oh no, Paul Shaffy's on 6.1 kilometres. Adam Koffler, 20.5 kilometres. Sussex Geezer Chris is on 19.5 kilometres. And we are nearly there now. We're nearly there. Ryan Perring says, how about you have to stay streaming and run until you hit it? Okay, I will stream and run until I hit 300 kilometres. 300 kilometres? I didn't say that. 300 ride-ons. Oh, I've messed that one up. What have I done there? Not 300 kilometres, no. Kilometres in for me now. 3 hours and 7 minutes of running. Yes, Darren, the more follows you have, the more ride-ons you have. It's touching how we've given up our Monday night to support Eddie. Great crowd, yeah, absolutely. Right, we're at 298. Volbrecht, thank you for the ride on, buddy. Nick Dumbleton, I'll give you a ride on as I've got the companion app. Not that I've ever run on Zwift yet. Anyway, come on, Nick, get yourself on Zwift. You know you want to. And there's 299. Jay Van
Thanks for giving my dad
Wersh.
a ride on.
Jay Van Wersh, thank you very much for your ride on. And I think we've just hit it. 300. Fantastic. Thank you very much, guys. Who did the last one? Nick. Nick, you were the 300th. I should give you a prize for that, but I haven't got anything to give you. Nick should get a prize. Kathy says, rarely do we get to participate in something epic like this. Yeah, I mean, it's cool, isn't it? But we will have, look, we're having 31 of these days. 31 days of running right alongside. I mean, it's difficult to know how well Eddie is known in other countries, but in Britain, Eddie is an icon, really, a comic icon. And he's doing 31 of these on Zwift. So we've got 31 days to do this. So it is great, really, and it really is bringing the community together. And the whole point of Eddie's project is bringing the world together. And on Zwift, we have people running from all over the world being brought together in this project and running together, and it is absolutely fantastic. And we are now very, very close to the end. Where are we? Jeff Partridge is on 6.7 kilometres. Ryan Downey's done 4.3. Sussex Geezer's just hit 20k. And Eddie Izzard has 1 kilometre left to do. 1 kilometre left. Oh, I can slow down a bit. I'm going a bit ahead, aren't I? With such a big crowd, it's difficult to know exactly where you are sometimes. Right, I am going to put the camera angles on for this last little bit now. Look at that crowd. There we go, guys. Yeah. I've spilled all my skittles all over the floor. Fortunately, remind me to pick them up when we've finished. Thank you, Joe. Oh, I'm so rubbish at this. Thank you, Joe. I'm trying so hard. Oh God, static shock. I'm really trying, Joe, I promise you. I mean, you'll know as well, Eddie has been in the scene, on the scene, UK scene as a comic for 35 years, and I've known of Eddie for that length of time. And it's quite difficult in your head sometimes. It's like automatic, it's weird. But okay. Oh, I don't know then. Apparently Eddie said it kind of doesn't matter because it does matter and it doesn't matter. He's a he when acting, but in acting mode, Eddie identifies as a he, but in real life, in non-acting mode, Eddie is a she. Yeah, okay. This is what Eddie has said on her stream, apparently. And also, I was saying, just before I did the interview with Eddie, I was talking to one of the admin staff, and I said, I'm really sorry if I slip up with the gender. I'll try very hard. And she said, it absolutely does not matter. She said, don't worry about it at all. So I tried not to worry about it too much. Anyway, we are coming to the end now. And Joe Green is actually running with us as well. I've just noticed Joe Green there. 5.4 kilometres Joe has done with us. Good job, Joe. Thank you very much for joining us. Another load of ride-ons dropped to people around us. More of the same tomorrow, Jeff. Absolutely. We're nearly finished. Let's just see how far we've got to go. I've done nearly 25 now, so we should be near the end. 500 metres left.
Ride on!
I'm at 307 ride-ons now. Thank you so much, everybody. Much appreciated. Clive Finnemore was on 21.6k. And we have about 400 metres left to run. So Eddie's finishing a little bit late. A little bit later than she would like, but that's not a big deal. Just an hour's recovery, something to eat, and then on with the live show. You can join the live show by going to eddieizard.com and getting your tickets there. I don't know how long the show lasts, half an hour or an hour, I'm not sure. An hour, but Eddie Izzard will be talking at you, being very silly, for 1 hour, at 7 p.m. UK time tonight. So join her for that, and then back on midday tomorrow for the marathon. Johannes, Eddie is nearly finished. 41.9 now, I think. Let's just slow down. Should be nearly there. John Hepplewhite is on 3.9k. Eddie's on 41.9, yeah. 41.9. So we're nearly there. And we should see the confetti go in a minute for Eddie. Still loads of ride-ons being dropped because we're with the cyclists now as well. There's a lot of cyclists slowing down to ride with us and see what's going on. 200 metres to go. It says Kim Runs on Plants. Kim Runs on Plants is on 2.9k herself. Well done, Kim. Thanks for being with us. Can't see Eddie's name on the screen, unfortunately, which is a bit annoying. Where am I compared to Eddie? There's Eddie. Am I ahead or behind? I can't work out where I am. I'm behind. Okay, so I need to catch up a bit. Well, I think we're just about there. There's Paul Hayward, there's Paul Shaffey, there's Chris, Bartlett, Jason Mitchell, Clive Finnemore has stopped. Looks like we are done. Where's Eddie? Thanks everyone. Eddie Izzard, there he is, 42.2. He's done. Bottom of the screen there, 42.2 kilometres finished. Well done, Eddie. Awesome work. We are done for the day. That is it. Thank you very much for watching, everybody. Eddie will be back 7 p.m. tonight on the Eddie Izzard website, eddieizard.com. Go and watch Eddie's show, stand-up show, and then we're back on 12 o'clock tomorrow. Eddie will be starting marathon number 5. What we're going to do tomorrow? I'm wondering whether I just do a 10k with Eddie tomorrow, because we've got the Film My Run 500 climb in the morning. So come and join us in the morning if you want to climb 500 metres on Zwift. It's only 4.2k distance, but we put the treadmills up at 12% incline, and then we climb 500 metres into the sky. Clive Finnimore will most likely be there, so come and join me and Clive tomorrow morning for that if you like. And then Eddie starts at 12 midday UK time, and I will probably join Eddie maybe for the last 10k tomorrow only, or we'll see if Victoria maybe wants to do a bit, and then we'll do another half marathon with Eddie on Wednesday. So there we are, and maybe we'll do a marathon at the weekend, who knows. So we are done here. We will see you tomorrow. I'm going to go for a shower and then some food. Thank you ever so much, everybody, for all your comments, all your chat. Hope you enjoyed the interview with Eddie Izzard that we did earlier. If you haven't seen that, go onto Eddie's stream and look back a couple of hours to earlier on this afternoon, and you'll see me chatting with Eddie over on his stream. It was on our stream as well, but we didn't have Eddie in picture. And that's it. Yeah, so take care. See you tomorrow morning, 9:35 for the Film My Run 500. Bye-bye.